Greetings, gentle viewers!
And howdy, howdy!
Last time we found out that I don't know how to hold this controller. This happens all the time. I swear it's because Billy broke it, because they're not normally supposed to be this sensitive. But nobody came here to listen to me complain about Billy's PlayStation controller. I guess I could use my PlayStation controller, but I don't want to have to desync it from the... Oh wait, I said that nobody came here to do that.
Just move on!
And now everybody's left because I was talking about controllers. It's all in Ninji's head. That's what we found out. Speaking of completely irrelevant tangents and the usual complaints of it swapping game mode.
We're the Bittersweet Gamers?
I'm the opinionator.
And I'm We Square.
Somebody please send help. Okay, no, seriously, what better time is there to go to Hijiyama's story?
Now that we finally unlocked it after all this time!
So let's do it.
Sure.
I'm glad you agreed.
It's been so long, I don't even remember. Oh yeah, he was wandering around as the jacket snatcher.
So he was just playing the part of Kiriko Doji. I don't know what he's up to, but if I help him, I can save our homeland from this war.
Right, and Hijiyama still has to be persuaded that he's not fighting the Americans.
Yeah.
This is it, all right. Though, it's a far cry from the school I remember.
It's just modern, that's all.
Now, I don't know if he's here or not. Still, I should go around the back. Keep a low profile.
We have seen the two of them talking in the break area.
Yeah.
Both Hijiyama and Okino. Well, maybe not both of them.
We never saw them both there at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
This building had just been finished when I knew it. Now, well, it's certainly seen better days. Sentinel. So the Sentinel's a weapon from the future? It's strange to say, but it does make sense. After all, even one of its computers was so far beyond what we knew.
Seems very straightforward so far.
It feels like just yesterday. I walked these very halls to pick up Keitaro. And now, 4 decades have passed in a blink of an eye. Like a fairy tale.
I knew it!
And this young lady would be?
Oh, that's Kiriko-chan. She came to us from Tokyo.
Then again, the last time we did this, it was from Keitaro's perspective.
Uh-huh.
I'm Kiriko Doji.
So it's possible that you could get to this point without seeing that.
Yeah.
Why, miss, you're stunning.
I like how Keitaro blipped in and then blipped out.
Well, it's reminiscence. What do you suppose Hijiyama was paying attention to?
Right.
My name is Takatoshi Hijiyama. I'm going to remember this day forever. Because it was the day you came into my life.
Where's Tamao Kurabe?
Yeah, that's, I see.
You're a funny guy. But you seem pretty incredible yourself, Takatoshi-san.
No. I don't know about that.
Dude, you are so weird, Okino says.
So what's got you all bashful and smiley in here?
Kiriko-san.
Caught you flashbacking.
I mean, Okino.
You really are a funny
I
guy.
told ya!
You could have just taken a nap at my place. I didn't think you'd come running after me.
I'm not about to let you get away from me.
I showed you my hideout. Why bother trying to run now? Still don't trust me, huh?
I feel like, considering every bit of other information we've gotten, that it's probably worth trusting Okino.
Yeah, but he
Okino-
doesn't have that information.
Right, and Okino is present in the final battle piloting, or co-piloting a Sentinel. That does mean something.
Yeah.
I want to know everything about what you're trying to accomplish.
But he is suspicious.
Yes.
I see.
But it's also true that we've never heard Okino's side of the story.
Well, fair enough. The question is, are you even going to believe me?
Well, you pulled me 40 years into the future, A did, so I'm kind of open to believing a lot.
Maybe not. Remember what happened with some other characters?
Fair enough.
Then again, I guess that was actually all inside Nenji's head. Anyway, we have to go through the usual oh my gods time travels.
I've already learned for myself that time travel is real. At this point, nothing surprises me anymore. No more secrets. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to stop the apocalypse. A force is already on its way here to destroy the world. And they've got more numbers on their side than we'll ever have.
What are they?
I'm not really concerned with what they are. What I want to know is, why are they coming? The answer is in something called the decode. Let me try and break this down for you.
Of course, we know this already, but the only way to unlock the next part of Hijiyama's story was to complete the event that we did.
Yeah.
And of course, we went beyond it.
Right.
There are other humans with modifications, like you and Miura-kun. And they're beaming out these signals, calling the destroyers here. Even though they have no idea.
How do I even respond to that?
See? I knew you wouldn't believe me.
That's not what I said. I just don't know how to imagine the scale of this. An apocalypse? This other threat you said the Sentinels were meant to fight. Are you saying it's them? These destroyers?
They're a huge threat, all right.
And these people with modifications, like me, they're calling them here? But weren't those implants only added so we could pilot the Sentinels in the first place?
Yes, please talk more about this point.
Well, I made the Sentinels, sure. But I'm not the one who modified all of you. There's too many unknowns with the interlocutor.
So it's not interlocutor, which is a word, but this... The first time I saw that, I was like, that word is spelled wrong. BJ said it to Natsuno, because I thought they were using the word interlocutor. Like, the person that you are speaking to. It makes sense when BJ was like, interlocutor found.
I see.
What is your name? Natsuno, right? It sounds like I would say interlocutor.
Yeah.
But, here we go. I guess that means that Natsuno is this interlocutor. That's what BJ said when he found her.
Yeah, you're right.
That was so long ago, I remembered it because I was like, what a weirdly misspelled word. Why would such an obvious typo like that be here? But it wasn't a typo. We just didn't know what the word meant.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking into.
So there are other Sentinel pilots beyond Keitaro and I.
A whole lot of them.
Interlocitar Patug?
So this interlocutor?
It's like a little network of tiny machines. It has to be implanted into your body.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So what do you want me to do now?
So in other words, BJ, which was a drone from the future, would have said that about anybody.
Yeah.
Well, any of these guys.
Right.
Everybody's supposed to be in class right now. You'll stick out if you're on school grounds. We can't have you wandering around where staff can see you.
You need to hide in the break area, enjoy a drink, and then be ignored by Ryoko Shinonome.
It'd definitely be a liability for me, at least. There'll be more of a crowd when lunch period rolls around. Until then, you should hang out here.
I know, maybe if we do see Hijiyama run into Shinonome...
Sleeping face down on a school desk can't be good for my neck.
It's not. Can't confirm.
If we do see that scene of him hanging out at the break area enjoying a cool drink, and then Shinonome comes up and collapses, maybe we can get a clue as to what to do when we go back there.
Oh!
Okino. Still no sign of him. He told me to wait until noon. I can only waste time napping for so long.
Well, you don't really have anything to do, period.
Right?
It's quiet outside. Maybe everyone's still in their classes. I'm trying to avoid being seen here, so I'm not supposed to go outside, but...
but I'm really bored.
I sure could go for some yakisoba, Pon.
Come on, Takatoshi. You can't just let Okino tell you what to do. I can't wait any longer.
I don't see a choice. We did hear somebody
So
gossiping
basically,
about a guy showing up and buying obscene amounts of yakisoba pan.
You mean?
Amiguchi and...
then that means the dream is...
yeah.
Huh?
Don't mind me, citizens.
A student's duty should be to focus on their studies. This kind of hanky-panky has no place here.
They're having a conversation!
Not that that girl wasn't
So
cute, I
basically-
suppose, but clearly she has no eye for men.
But then that means the dream is...
Really?
Basically...
Well, break area it is.
I don't have any money. I don't have any money.
You and me both, brother. I hear your problems.
Well, all right then.
That was fruitful.
It's not like that. It super is, though.
Oh no! She's fallen in love with him!
Did you see him? That boy was so cool. Was he? Does he even go to our school, though? Oh, please.
Say, hey there, little lady.
There. That has to be...
If Morimura turns
I
around...
can't let myself get spotted now.
If Morimura turns around, Hijiyama is just gonna have a nosebleed and rocket off into space.
Okino would probably never let me hear the end of it.
Uh-huh.
Yep, just looking for Okino.
Done some nice random wandering.
That's...
You the one? Said you'd be waiting here around now. Even stuffed a letter in my shoe locker, right?
Oh my god.
This is how they suckered him out to capture him.
You know, that keeps happening to Nenji.
Yeah, he keeps getting told that women want to meet him for reasons that they don't actually want to meet him.
Well, it kind of worked out with Kisaragi, I guess. Of course, we knew that this would be the time that those last Ninja bits had happened. But here's Hijiyama the Jacket Snatcher, so we should be around here. But that does mean that Nenji is responding to this note even after all these experiences with Kisaragi.
Yes.
Shit, she's cute. Okay, so, what's this about?
I like you.
Oh, be still, my beating heart. That was so convincing.
Seriously? You? Me?
Look away.
Yes.
Kisaragi's bullshit was starting to get to me.
Hey, he addresses it.
Maybe I'm kind of a stud after all.
What? No! Kiriko-san. That rat bastard. You don't go for another fella's girl.
Hijiyama, wake up!
Huh? What's your problem?
Is this the second time Hijiyama is just gonna sucker punch Nenji? It happened before in his prologue.
But that wasn't a sucker punch.
No, this is probably the one that wasn't a sucker punch.
Hey! Put him up!
See?
Hold on.
He warned him.
Oh, jeez.
Did I just...
Well, it's easier this way, I guess.
I can't believe you, Hijiyama-kun.
This is... I mean...
Don't tell me. You were jealous.
Of course not. I'm sorry for hitting him. You can like whoever you like. It's none of my business.
Dude.
Come on.
Where's this coming from? You think I like him just because he's a guy? Actually, you couldn't have picked a better time.
Saves me the trouble of pulling out like a stun gun and tasing him or something.
Plus, Okino now has someone to carry him back to the hideout.
This works. Nenji Ogata secured, despite complications. Now, help me get him into the old school building.
Poor Nenji.
I know.
He just keeps getting taken out in fights against Hijiyama.
And that member of the investigation unit who was just like, well, that was surprisingly easy.
Yeah, right? Like, Nenji destroys everyone else, but... well, at least he has the highest damage, like the highest single target damage of any character in the battles. I'm pretty sure that's right, based on his skills in Hyper Condenser and... Oh, sorry. I remember Hijiyama said he kicked like a horse.
False pretenses or not, that confession really got to him. Even knocked out, he's still blushing. I almost feel bad for him. So, that confession was just so you could analyze him, then?
Dude.
Why else would I do it?
Destroyers. So he's implanted with the same technology as me? He's going to destroy the world?
He's sending signals to the things that will. At least I thought he was.
But not anymore,
Yep.
as we've just found out.
Something's off. Nenji Ogata here is not transmitting any kind of command signal. Looks like the decode signature has been changed. That's bad. Now I'm gonna have to check everyone's individual codes. More work I don't need.
Is there some reason that it has to be a secret? Would Chihiro Morimura or Tetsuya Ida stop Okino?
Maybe not, but Universal Control might.
Well, Universal Control hasn't so far.
As far as we know?
What changes if you can figure that out?
We saved the world.
Also, if you have the capability to tell if one of these people is transmitting the code, and you know who has the nanomachines, why can't you just scan everyone and then find out who is transmitting the code?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. A lot of them know Okino. Is there some reason?
Yeah, okay, that's...
Is there some reason that Okino can't just go to each of them and take care of the scan? Are they going to say no?
right?
Or find a way to do that, at least.
Sekigahara might be a little bit difficult, but isn't it better to search for one person instead of 14?
Sentinel. Don't we have the Sentinels? You said you created them to save us all.
That's right. But we've already thrown 19 Sentinels at them and lost. We need a bigger game changer than 1 or 2 Sentinels. That alone's not gonna make a difference. You did your homework on the Pacific War. You get it, right? When you're up against numbers like these, what can you do?
Every major war in history that I know about, the side with the most resources won.
Yeah. Are you implying there are wars in history that you don't know about?
Yeah, I don't know everything. You don't hear me say it that often, but I don't.
The Sentinels are meant to be a last line of defense. There, we've got a clue. But I can't access it from this side. He might be the only one who can. So,
Of course, we know where this is going.
Right.
where does that leave us? Morning, Hijiyama-kun.
Testing it to make sure it works. After all, is Hijiyama gonna complain? No.
And why is Hijiyama tied up?
Testing it to make sure it works. This way Okino knows if he can restrain a thug or not.
Fair enough.
Okino? What's going on?
Maybe a side effect of it causes, like, spasms or something like that,
That's
so it's also
actually-
to protect him.
Yeah, that's very possible.
I looked at Nenji Ogata. He didn't have anything for me. But I took a look at your code,
Just to make sure it wasn't you, because it could have been.
Yeah.
and I have to say it's been very thought-provoking.
Untie me this instant, or I swear, I'll...
Why are you getting so worked up now? This isn't all that different from the old days in the factory lab.
Where you would often tie him up?
Just the two of us, enjoying some quality time,
Come
right?
on!
What?
This is just manipulation.
Even if that's partially true, things are different now. Untie me, before I really get angry.
Well, that's weird. You sound like you're mad, but these numbers don't lie. You're actually kind of enjoying this, aren't you?
Can we not go there?
Can we please not go there?
Being all tied up at the mercy of your crush? You're such a perv, Hijiyama-kun.
Stop toying with me!
Well, why don't we see what's really in your heart?
Like, really, what the heck is...
This is kind of effed up, dude.
What the...
Whoa, you really can't stop thinking about me, huh?
Don't be ridiculous!
I get it. You're lying to yourself. All to protect your self-image, right? But you can hide all you want. Your physical data gives it away.
Don't lie to me!
Fine. Why don't we take a deeper look?
And this is why I have all these suspicions about Okino. You know, you just, you know...
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Stop!
Wow, this really says it all.
Stop it!
Kind of acts like a supervillain.
Right?
Stop, please!
Like literally toying with his emotions. Yeah, that damned Okino indeed.
That damned Okino. Wait a minute.
Yeah?
You're telling me Okino and Hijiyama did all this stuff to Nenji, and then after that, Okino's like, I better check Hijiyama too.
Yes.
He didn't check Hijiyama first.
No, he checked Nenji first.
That's pretty weird, man.
Mm-hmm.
On we go.
Feels like I've woken up from a terrible dream. And it looks like he's left me behind again. When does he even sleep?
Never, apparently.
The more I find out, the more dangerous he seems. Forcing his way into someone's head and messing around?
Yes, he's kind of bad, right?
Uh-huh.
He's unhinged. If I've judged the walking distance right, I should arrive there around noon.
Man, that's pretty far.
I need to save up. Even a small reserve would be enough.
How you gonna make money? You gonna roll people for their pocket change?
Maybe he should just get a job.
I see. Okino was right. I just need to slip in the old staff entrance. Seems like nobody will spot me. Now, where is Okino?
Exciting!
Woo! Hallway walking simulator.
One of these. Now, is that Fluffy? Or is that the cat that looks like Fluffy?
I imagine it's the cat that looks like Fluffy because I don't think Fluffy would actually be sitting there eating cat food.
Alternately, perhaps Fluffy is the cat that looks like Fluffy, but without being possessed by Tetsuya Ida or Universal Control or whatever.
Okino.
I'm curious about the brand of cat food, too, but it's a little small. Why am I curious about the brand of cat food, Billy?
Because you own a cat.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go.
What's going on? Why do I feel like this?
This music.
I see you made a friend.
Just a stray cat, that's all. I just gave it a little food. Now it shows up here all the time, so...
But that's what cats do. You give it food and it's just
I
like...
ended up bringing food for it. Every day.
You give it food and it's just like, oh, you give me food. I will now come here for food.
Yep, humans are a food source for cats.
I suppose I can relate. You used food to toy with both of us.
Ha!
What? You don't like me taking care of you?
I didn't ask you to do that.
I'd better get going.
Going where?
Oh, right. You sticking around until Shintaro's done eating?
Oh, he's even named the kitty.
Mind tossing the empty can for me?
Shintaro?
That's his name, yeah. I'm counting on you.
Then he starts talking to the cat, and the cat, like, responds back to him.
Definitely a stray. Ate the whole thing of cat food. No, kitty. No, kitty. Kitty.
I half expected it to vanish behind the bush.
Oh, there's something under the can. Looks like 150 yen.
I can buy a drink.
Okino,
Gave him the money to buy a drink.
I
are you
see.
still trying to look after me?
Break area.
Oh!
Ugh.
Whoa, she's one of the teachers at the school.
Yeah,
I
hide.
should go somewhere else.
Dang. I still want to see what happens when she turns around and he's like, ah!
Isn't she my yakisoba pun angel?
Yes?
Excuse me?
What on earth
She doesn't
happened
recognize me.
with this?
Then again, I was a mess when she saw me last. Wait, if she's a student here, then that means it must be sold here at the school. This is where I can find that yakisoba pan.
Ah, this was where he got the yakisoba pan that he originally had in his prologue.
From Megami, you mean?
Yeah.
There it is.
She's almost missed out. They only had 2 left.
Just one left.
It's time to engage in manly battle!
Your finest yakisoba pan, please.
Yes!
Oh, no doubt about it. This is the same yakisoba pan from back then.
The Yakisoba Pan Angel.
Ah, this was shortly after he got warped here.
It's too much.
His hair's grown a little. He probably hasn't had that much to eat.
So hungry. I've got no strength left.
He hasn't yet resorted to beating people up and taking their clothes.
Yeah.
I can't go on like this. I'll starve to death. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Maybe on the main street, I could find some scraps in the garbage.
Yeah, maybe it's pride that's kept him like this.
Yeah.
I mean, you ought to dig in the garbage if you're in this situation. It's not so cool, but you will find food.
What am I thinking?
Well, I mean, then hunt animals.
Right.
I am an Imperial soldier. The pride of the Empire.
I get it, man, but it's no use to anybody if you're dead.
I can't dig through trash like some animal. I'd be better off dead.
No, we're on the opposite side here.
Still,
I mean, we're really not, because then after that, he goes wandering around beating people up, taking their clothes, and robbing them.
Yeah.
I'll never find a paying job in this state. I shouldn't have let the heat get to me. Taking that bath in the river was my biggest mistake. That cold left me out of commission for a while. And now it's been 3 days since my food ran out. I couldn't even find Kiriko-san in the end. Is this how I die? Alone? Wasting away?
And Megami's like, oh my god, are you alright? No, she's running from the scary man. Then realizes that her heart is too soft to abandon an obviously suffering, dying boy on the street.
Excuse me. Are you okay?
Oh. Never better.
Was that your stomach? I know.
What's this?
I bought too much of this at lunch. It's yakisoba pan.
Yakisoba pun?
Dude, I know when you're from. This particular dish doesn't exist, but you know the component words.
I can have this?
If you'd like.
I suppose I'll take you up on that.
I really like that. Their speech was very formal through all of it. He will not beg for help.
Right.
And I actually am impressed by that, you know. And Megumi just couldn't let it go, but she wasn't trying to force it on him against his will, and was like really hesitant about it. And the way they speak is extremely formally.
Right.
So it's sweet.
Yakisoba pan.
Have you ever had a meal like this? You probably haven't. Where you've been really hungry for a really long time due to circumstances of some kind or another, and then you finally get a meal and it's like the best meal you've ever had, and then for years the content of that food and the experience of eating it then sticks in your head?
No.
Yeah, I have. A couple of those. No, I'm not complaining, but the end result is that I just have these really happy memories of certain types of food. A summer in Kyoto, I've just been walking around so much, and I just wasn't eating enough for how much I was walking. And I just remember having this one bento, like a gas station bento from 7-Eleven, and thinking it was one of the best things I ever ate in my whole life. And so ever since then, just the thought of that particular meal or the idea of a gas station bento, and I'm like,
It's so good.
Frankly, at this point, it could taste like cardboard and it tastes good to him.
Impossibly good. It's delicious.
I mean, I didn't think that bento was this good because I wasn't starving to death, but I thought it was pretty good, so I completely understand.
How could anything so delicious exist in this world? I wanted to savor the taste, but I practically inhaled that whole piece.
That was your body acting.
Now that I think about it, I never even got to thank her. My yakisoba pun angel. This should be good. I can eat in peace here. Still, I can't believe I got the last one.
And then he's interrupted by A coming in, and then Megumi coming in trying to shoot him with the gun.
Well, somebody's gonna do something and knock it out of his hand, and he's gonna have to beat them up, like what happened with Wajima.
I suppose it's good karma for my model behavior.
No.
I was wondering where you'd run off to. Did you go buy that yourself?
Dude, you gave him the money.
Okino. Now, time to finally enjoy my...
Yes?
Now, time to finally enjoy my...
Yeah, something's gonna happen.
You changed clothes?
Wow, I can feel the disappointment from here. Want me to get back into the skirt?
I don't care.
It's just that the skirt's kind of breezy. I don't have much on underneath it. Makes me feel pretty exposed, you know? I can't just walk around in the wind and traffic like that. Just think of what could happen.
This reminds me of the time that I've worn stuff like skirts and dresses. On the one hand, it's comfortable, but, I mean, you constantly think, there are areas of my body that are in great danger. You know, if you're wearing jeans or, like, work pants or something, you're just not really too worried about slamming into a wall if that's what happens. But, like, in a skirt, I feel like I'll take critical injury if I slam into a wall. Considering when I was wearing skirts in, like, charity events at work.
Right.
Stop that.
Slamming into the wall was something that could conceivably happen.
You're clearly enjoying this, no matter what you say. And you don't have to be so lewd about it.
If we're seen outside, the staff might chase us off the property. Once the afternoon classes are over, we'll head back. You stick around here until then.
Do you want half of this yakisoba pan?
Man, don't offer it to him. He's been a jerk to you this entire time.
And he's been paying for all your food, too.
What? Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm not even hungry.
Unlike you, I have all the money that I need, so I eat plenty. You, however, basically starve yourself to death and won't accept charity, so I have to basically force money on you. So eat your damn lunch.
Isn't that your favorite food anyway? You enjoy it.
Well, if you're sure.
You really are a nice guy, Hijiyama-kun.
But manners, which are extremely important to him, dictated that he offer the bread.
Fair enough.
Okay, time to dig in. Fantastic. This is it. This is the taste that saved me. I have to thank the yakisoba pan angel. If I ever see her again, I need to thank her personally. No, wait. I did meet her.
I was about to say.
But when?
Just a little bit ago.
Good grief.
That was weird.
Are we inside Hijiyama's mind?
Huh. Maybe.
You're still going to keep trying then?
Of course.
Is it possible he really doesn't know anything?
There's still residual data in there from the switch. If I can figure out who's sending out the signal, then...
Do they still have Ninji tied up in there?
It said it was a few days prior, or a few weeks prior, something like that.
maybe I can stop it, or even control it.
Where are you going now?
The convenience store near the station. You haven't eaten since noon, right? I'll go get us some snacks. Help change things up. Any requests?
Yakisoba pan.
So much for changing things up. Haven't you tried anything else from this time?
No, and I don't need to.
Don't make fun of me. I like plenty of foods. I just haven't eaten any of them yet, that's all.
Hey, you can still eat all the traditional washoku you like.
Wow, can't argue with that logic.
Does this mean Megumi was here looking for Hijiyama, Okino, or Ogata as the witch?
Probably.
Who's there? A female student?
Probably Hijiyama, I guess.
Yeah.
What is she doing out so late? More importantly, what's she doing here? Wait, have we met somewhere?
At least she's not acting all shifty, posing with a gun. Maybe she's gotten more experience.
Destroyer Yakisoba pan. She's the girl who saved me.
It forces me to do nothing but consider yakisoba pan.
She's the Yakisoba pan angel. Excuse me.
Yes?
Excuse me, girl that I meet alone at night in a shady dark alley while I appear to be some type of shady-looking thug. Thank you for saving my life.
Oh, please wait. I'm afraid the second floor isn't quite,
Suitable for human contact.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Oh, that was good, yeah. She's gotten a lot slicker.
YAKISOBA Pawn Angel. Why?
No, that was good. She just, like, ignores him while walking and looking around and just starts walking.
And then bam!
Yeah, and then it's like it makes the person be like, what the hell is going on? It's like, hey, wait! And that's when you bap. You catch them off guard first. That's good, that's good.
And then she probably went up and zapped Nenji.
Right. So Fluffy is the talking cat, and Shintaro is...
The cat that looks like Fluffy.
But I only have 4 MP, so I don't want to unseal Shintaro. Seems like there might be more important things to do first, maybe.
What could possibly be more important than the kitty?
Canned soda? I mean, not really. I'm not going to unseal that. Wow!
Ooh.
That's kind of crazy.
God, Hijiyama's behind so many freaking obscene locks?
Yeah. Well, I guess that's because of Okino.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I was going to just continue with that, but may as well do one of these last Kurabe events. That seems to be how we've been doing him, is just periodically come back to him. We really ought to get to somebody else, but I really want to get these last ones. But I don't know how. So I guess we're going to try to get rid of Shiba and just go to the hallway?
Yeah. We just need to see if someone other than Yori or Megumi appear in the freaking hallway to interact with.
Izumi. Haven't I heard that name before? I think Shinonome-senpai called me that.
Maybe we could do something with this.
Yeah.
Oh, and I saw it at the nurse's office,
That's
too.
it.
There was a document labeled Juro Izumi.
Once we get rid of Shiba, we might be able to go to the nurse's office.
Okay, hopefully that's it.
But don't forget the stack of papers.
Stack of darkness.
The papers. Miss Morimura forgot them again.
League of papers.
Here's hoping.
What's up with the Yakisoba pawn lately?
Yep, nurse's office. Ah.
Huh.
Guess Miss Morimura's not here.
Maybe if we hadn't come, or if we had come a different way, we could have unlocked Shinonome here.
Ah, maybe.
Since she's not around, I'll just leave the surveys on her desk. I'm sure she'll see them when she gets back. Shinonome-senpai.
Izumi-kun?
I knew that's what she was gonna say.
I'm so glad you're safe. I heard terrible things. So, I thought...
And who knows when she is.
Yeah.
I tried asking her about that talk she had on the stairs, but she just dodged the question. She had a sad look on her face. Senpai, my name is Kurabe. Juro Kurabe.
That's right.
Oh!
Yes, I remember.
I guess we have to present, Izumi to her.
It just means there's 2 different things that can happen.
Yeah, you can either check the notes or talk to her.
So you know him too? Juro Izumi?
Juro Izumi is you. But right now, you've been given a different personality.
And she came out and said it, but we've seen this scene from her perspective.
Yeah.
Or not this scene, but something like it.
Yeah.
Given? By who?
The 2 of us lost our memories after a certain incident. We suffered serious mental trauma.
And now the Shinonome creepy music is playing too.
Yeah.
Especially you. I heard that you had it worst of all. But I'm not so well off either. My memories keep disappearing. I'm not sure if I'll even remember this conversation.
Spoilers. You won't.
What was this incident?
It still hasn't actually put us somewhere, but...
It happened in the future. But you received medical treatment here, back in the past.
The future? No way.
It's true. And you're Jiro Izumi.
So, let me get this straight. Jiro Izumi came from the future. He lost his memories due to some incident.
Wow, thinks Judo. I'm badass!
And the damage was so bad he needed a whole new personality. That's how he became... me. Jiro Kurabe. It's so hard to believe. But if it's true, that would explain why I kept feeling like something was off. That dream was awful. I was going around killing students. I shot so many. Like Fuyusaka-san. And Yakushiji. If that was a real memory, does that mean I actually did all that?
About that, though, isn't that a different Judo Izumi? Why, outside of Zero Escape shenanigans, why would he begin having the memories of a different version of himself? And there's no way that Morimura, the nurse, the facilitator, would want to specifically give him nanomachines to remind him of a past life or something. You know what I mean?
It could just be that even though his personality and memories were so badly damaged that there's still remnants.
No, Billy. What we're talking about is this adult buff ex-Terminator Judo.
Right. Wait!
Billy!
Okay, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, now... I get what you're saying now.
This is crazy. Honestly, it's really hard for me to believe.
I don't blame you.
Okay.
So we could just skip talking to her about it and go straight to it.
Or they both have to happen in order to acquire all the keywords or some such. But now that I don't just have to look for Izumi, now I can look for Judo Izumi or whatever.
Huh. They're gone. Last time, she had documents on Jiro Izumi here. I guess she put them away.
Yeah, because of you found them. Bye.
Whoa, you're still here?
Oh, good. He's back.
Shiba-kun, what's up?
And she immediately looks away so that... because no one else can see him.
I couldn't find Amiguchi anywhere, so...
We assume that's the case. We have lots of evidence for it.
I thought I'd come looking for you.
Kyuta Shiba, the brain goblin.
Are you alright?
No, I'm not. And neither are you.
Yeah, look over there. It's my brain goblin.
Well, guess that's that.
Let's go do things like read manga, watch movies, and play video games so that you don't ever think about the real world.
Let's call it a day and go home. Freaking Amiguchi. You're not getting away from me tomorrow.
Now, this was a great success, of course.
Yeah. Oh!
Can't do that last bit. And do you see him now?
Yeah!
Now he's starting to kind of break down, and the only one left is this one. So I imagine that going to the cafeteria will be important, but it's not like we can get there.
Right. Well, we only got to do 2 more people past 30%.
I mean, that's extremely easy. We just do...
2 more people.
Yeah. But it doesn't have to be them. I don't know. I think we should do these 2 together.
I agree.
I feel like we should do Yuki. Kind of around the same time as Natsuno as well.
That makes sense.
So it just means it'll be a while before we get there. I don't know about Amiguchi. We'll get to him, but... Why don't we just go ahead and unlock this? You know, the unlock condition. Unseal 3 mystery files currently at 36. Yeah, okay, let's do it. It's been so long.
Right?
No! Billy, help!
Ugh, I'm so dead. Pop quizzes suck. Was your grade that bad, Usami-chan? At my old school, we never had class on Saturdays. Really? That sounds wonderful. Your grade wasn't so hot either, Miwako. Can we stop talking about this?
Okay, you done?
So anyway,
I was going to study last night, but then I turned on the TV. This school gives way too many tests. I thought it'd be easier here, not harder. What school did you go to?
I mean, I am interested in what they're saying, but I'm gonna be angry when they keep talking about
You know, pretty similar.
it.
2089. That's what year it was in my dream. He said he'd gone back in time 16 years to find me.
Yeah, that was...
Ida.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
If that was a real premonition, something's gonna happen in the year 2105. That's 120 years from now.
The best cure for the blues is good eats. It's true.
Are you done?
You know that bakery? Their hot dogs are so good.
I'm listening.
If we're talking about meat, I could really go for some Nikuman.
Oh yeah?
Nikuman.
Let's
I haven't
get
had that in a long time. Yeah, that sounds great. Nikuman and hot dogs? Dude, this is the best thing ever. When it comes to going to get food, we can get Nikuman or we can get hot dogs. Man, life is great. I love this.
Pop quizzes suck.
I'm so easy to please.
What's your grade
Move on, David.
Usami-chan?
What's up, Iori?
No. We're talking about food.
Sorry.
What is it with you?
Keep gossiping.
Well, which do you want, Iori?
Me?
Gotta be hot dog. So what's it gonna be? Nikuman?
Do you know what Nikuman is?
I know that Niku is Japanese for me. That's it.
It's a meat bun.
Oh.
Hot dogs? They make them fresh each day.
Oh, everything sounds great. But fortunately, we get to have them both. Here, let's go eat Nikuman.
It's a bit chilly today.
It's like a rice dough with a bunch of meat in it.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah!
Perfect time for Nikuman.
I mean, rice dough is great. I way prefer it to bread.
Alright.
Don't worry, we can get hot dogs too.
That's how these work.
See, look at that.
Wow, that's huge.
Well, that's because all the food is huge. In this game, you know?
Right.
That deli's Nikuman are huge.
See?
And so warm.
Comforting.
Time to taste test.
Of course, they're really hot.
Yeah, I can see the steam
So
coming off them.
juicy.
I have a hard time eating things that are extremely hot, as in temperature hot. I've got to wait for them to cool down. That would send me into conniptions. I'd have to, like, saw off part of it and be like... I'm enjoying this Nikuman. I'm so easy to please.
The dough's so chewy and light.
Feels great to bite into. Good idea for a date. Just buy 2 of these, stuff them in your shirt, and bam! Instant Muramura!
Man, 2 of my favorite things, meat and boobs.
That's horrible. Not a bad idea.
Give it some thought.
Maybe that's what happened.
No!
You'd burn yourself.
Will you wait for him to be cool?
So anyway,
Oh, by the way,
they both kind of connect.
speaking of TV shows, I saw a real weird one the other night. It was from the Explorer series. What is that?
Go on.
Oh, that one! I watched the whole damn thing, but it left me with more questions than answers. Yeah, it's always like that. So you know it? The boys in class were talking about it.
Incidentally, I like how we picked Iori like almost immediately when we started this, and we were so confused about how the game worked. But now we know how it works, so we know exactly what to do here.
Right.
I usually watch the music show in that time slot.
Today's top hits remind me of old times.
Old times? Really? These days, music is trending more towards pop. I think it's pretty different from before.
Huh? Oh, right.
Ha ha. Yeah. That's what I
Are
meant.
you pretty into music, Asami-chan?
Kinda. I'm more about singing than listening.
Wow, you can sing? What kind of songs? I'm curious now.
Well, it's kinda hard to explain.
Is it foreign music?
Not exactly.
I don't
Kind
get it.
of.
I can't just say it doesn't exist yet.
Huh?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Why are you being like this?
Sorry, Miwako.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything bad.
The best cure for the blues is good eats.
Okay, so it was fun to listen to all that, but I guess that means what we really need to do is eat hot dogs
And that should get a science room.
instead of talk about boobs.
It's true.
Oh no. But if we're gonna eat hot dogs.
I might put on weight.
Billy!
Gotta be hot dogs, right?
Asami-chan.
But we're doing hot dogs.
Yeah.
Bad, Billy, bad!
Let's eat hot dogs.
Yes.
I mean, you can't lose with those options.
Yeah.
That was a cute bakery, right? Let's eat before it gets cold. Yeah. How?
Japanese hot dogs are so interesting.
What sauce is that? It's kind of spicy.
They're sort of similar to Chicago-style hot dogs, like lots of veggies, but it's not like they have a toasted bun. They use a sweet one, and I better shut up about food. Probably talked enough about it.
It's chili sauce.
Ooh.
Yum.
Man, I'm hungry!
Love the kick. I'm not a kid anymore. Gotta be mature to handle this stuff.
It's chili sauce. It's just chili sauce.
Asami-chan,
Well, maybe she's got a sensitive tongue.
I mean, I like chili sauce.
you've got chili sauce all over your mouth. Oh, you look sleepy again. Are you doing okay? I'm fine.
Something happened?
I told you, remember? Iori-chan collapsed in the science room.
Science room.
I was still at school, so I took her to the nurse's office.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, thanks for coming with me. Goto-senpai really saved the day. He carried her there in his arms like a princess. I could hardly believe my eyes.
Well, I wasn't going to firemen carry her.
That's the shocking part.
And now, with science room,
Yeah.
but we're basically out of time. So I guess we'll start the next one with the science room, and really after that our plan is to do a bunch of battles. We kind of need to.
We have to eventually.
So on that depressing note, I mean, it's not depressing at all. We'll see you next time. Yeah, okay. Boy, it's been a long time since I've done a good outro, huh?
Yeah, man. You kind of suck.